I think 6-7 years ago, the world of chatbots and recruitment was just getting started, and we saw some early examples of people using Facebook Messenger. And 2016 was the time when Mark Zuckerberg went kind of all big on chatbots and messenger bots. So everyone was kind of jumping on that bandwagon. The challenge we've always had, whether it be the kind of simplistic chatbots of the past or even the chatbots nowadays, is more of a design problem than anything else, because the technology has always been capable of delivering a good experience. The challenge we've always had, especially in recruitment, is we don't think about the design of those experiences. That's one of the changes that I've been furiously trying to bring about for the last 6 or so years. But absolutely, now, as we kind of move through the last 6 years, we've seen people going from kind of very simple binary decision tree based chatbots all the way through to chatbots that are powered with a conversational AI stack like natural language understanding and processing and generation. And absolutely now we're seeing the move to generative AI based chatbots. Now, I don't think that a lot of the time that's necessary for what we do in recruitment. I don't think it's necessary in general across most chatbots. I think that we're seeing now some of the pitfalls of relying too heavily on large language models to power your chatbot when you're not giving it, again, design guidelines, guardrail guidelines, securing against prompt injection attacks, those kind of things. So there's certainly space out there for everything. But like I said, it always comes down to having a design first mentality.
Yeah. So tell us about that. I wrote in my notes, like, what does that actually mean? It doesn't mean what color the chatbot is or what little icon you use that's a robot that's supposed to be silly and friendly, right? What is design of a chatbot? What's that all about?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Ultimately, it comes back to the design of, absolutely, the experience in terms of, is it in the right branding? Do we have the right colors? All those kind of things. But absolutely, what you're having is a conversation. So in much the same way that you would expect somebody who is phoning somebody on behalf of your organization or somebody in customer service in your organization, you have an expectation of the way that they handle that conversation. You should have exactly the same thought process around how a chatbot handles that conversation. So we're not just talking about, do I use emojis? Do I say hi instead of hello? Those kind of things. We're also talking about some deeper design principles to help people have a good experience. So it starts with simple things like tell the user what they can do with you. What kind of questions can they ask you? Because otherwise, like you said, you'll go on, you'll ask it something, it'll just say, I don't know, try a different way, etc. And it just becomes very frustrating. So the chatbot needs to help the user to help it deliver a good experience. And ultimately say, hey, welcome to my recruitment chatbot. You can ask me about our current openings. You can ask me about what it's like to work at the company. You can ask me questions about X, Y, and Z, and so it sets up expectations. So it's just simple little design principles that need to be implemented. And there's a whole plethora of design principles within UX design that club together to be called conversation design. And that's really, really important. So when you're implementing a chatbot, you don't just want to think about what data am I trying to collect, what colors are the buttons. You need to also think about the fact that this thing is having a conversation, and you need to design what that conversational experience is like.